Hey guys, so I often get asked, what does Asuka's Gusto do? Her Naniwa Gusto. So it's new to her in this game. It's basically an install which buffs 3 moves, and I will go over those 3 moves separately when I get around to them. So how do you get the Gusto? So she has 4 ways to get Gusto. One of them is 4-2 into the 1. Now, you do want to do 4-2 into the 1 as a launcher because you lose your combo, right? You can't really get conversion of it. So what you want to do is after down 1 plus 2 into 3-4-2 afterwards, you can get the install here. You can get it from crouching down for 3 into the 4-2 as another way. You also get it in specific combos. So if I get Lily to do a low on me, so it's her low parry combo, for example. So you can use as a combo ender as well. So 4-2 is one of the ways to get the Gusto stance. Another move is 4-4-2 1 plus 2. You also get Gusto from this. You would get this also in your combos. So for example, her staple combo. You get the Gusto as an ender. So 4-4-2 1 plus 2 is also main ender in our combos, which you get Gusto from. Another way you get Gusto is 4-3 plus 4. So you would get this from what's like 1-4 into 3-4-3 plus 4. That's the Gusto there. Let me restart away from the wall. Another way you get Gusto is if you have it already, you can use it in a spike combo. So up 1 plus 2 spike 4-3 plus 4 ender, and you get the Gusto back. And you also get Gusto when you have heat. So if you heat burst, you get 3 usage of the Gusto. So 1, 2, and you still have 1 left over after the heat. So you get 3 when you heat burst. If you land the heat engager, you get 4. So 1, 2, 3, and you still have 1 left over, and then 4. So these are the main ways to get Gusto. So let's talk about the first move that she gets buffed with the Gusto. So that is running 1 plus 2. Running 1 plus 2 is a plus 4 on block high. It's pretty fast for what it does. It's homing, so they can't step it at range. Now, what does Gusto do this for a move? So right now it's plus 4 and it does 6 chip damage, right? So when I have Gusto, it's 12 damage with chip and it's plus 6. So it's quite a nice buff. Plus 4 to plus 6 and 6 chip damage to 12 chip damage. And it does even more chip damage while you're in heat. It's still plus 6, but does 17 chip damage, which is a crazy amount, right? So the whole point of using running 1 plus 2 is, first of all, it's a fast homing high. That's advantageous. It will push you some blocks. So any of you Claudio players probably know this already. Running 2, it will pushes them, right? So let me make Lily block everything. So we're going all the way to the wall, right? So a couple of these and she's at the wall already. So let's go from here, for example. So 1, 2, 3, and we're at the wall, right? We're at the wall already. So it's very good to push them towards the wall, where Asuka becomes a lot stronger for plenty of reasons. I'll just go over some of those reasons very quickly. So moves like the Mach 3 doesn't push back on hits anymore. Moves like Damfort 1, the extensions become a lot scarier because of the mid follow-up wall splatting. They can't backdash down 1 plus 2 anymore. And there's less pushback on moves like running 1 plus 2 on block. So there's less pushback, so you can actually use the plus frames. So running 1 plus 2 is mainly used to wall push them. And that's where Asuka becomes so much scarier. And the Gusto just basically gives you more plus frames, and it gives you more chip damage. So that's the first move that it buffs. Now, the other move that Gusto buffs is 4-4 1 plus 2. Now 4-4 1 plus 2 with the Gusto, it's only a counter at launcher. So it's a counter at launcher, and it's plus 6, it's minus 6 on block. So it's only a counter at launcher with Gusto, and it's minus 6 on block. However, with Gusto, it does more chip damage, so it does 4 chip damage here. With Gusto, it does more chip damage. It becomes +2, and the best thing about it, instead of a counter hit launcher, it becomes a normal hit launcher, which makes it incredibly good, right? So she gains access to a ranged mid launcher, like a ranged normal hit launcher, so it's super strong. And the good thing about this combo is, so it's similar to the low parry combo. If you do this right, you get Gusto back. So you use up the Gusto to do the launcher, and then you do that combo right. So that's 444, 443, down 43, 42, and you get the Gusto back. So it's really, really good in my opinion. So, and at the wall, there's less pushback. So you actually have the +2 for real. So you have the +2, point blank. There is no pushback, because Miss Green, it does pushback, right? So Miss Green, it does pushback, but at the wall it doesn't. So you can actually use the +2. And I like to use it at the wall because it essentially becomes a +2 in block wall splat, right? So it essentially becomes a +2 in block wall splat. So it's pretty nice. Now the other move that it buffs is up 1 +2. No, up 1 +2 with that Gusto is pretty much useless. You wouldn't really use it. It's minus 13 on block. It does spiking combos. So what the Gusto does is it adds on extra damage to her combos. So if you remember her Tekken 7 Rage Strike combos, it's pretty similar. So 76 damage here, for example, right? So a typical combo up that would be. So as you can see, the Gusto version of the combo does a little bit more damage. So it's pretty nice to have. And if you're at the wall, you can use it as wall pressure because it's +8 with some chip damage. However, I think it's better to just use running 1 +2 or 4 1 +2. At the wall, I think these options are just better to use because, you know, you get more reward on hit. But up 1 +2 is there if you want to get like funky with the plus frames, but I would just use the other 2 moves for that purpose. So up 1 +2, I would strictly keep in combos alone. Now, let me show you guys something that I've been playing around with recently. So let's go in Gusto. So let's say you land a launcher, so maybe this as a staple, right? Gusto. Sorry. So whoever combo into heat burst, right? So let's remember this status. So let me do that once more. So combo, heat burst. Okay, so in this situation, you have nothing guaranteed here, right? You have nothing guaranteed here, but you have a really, really strong Uki situation. So if you think your combo won't kill, like your normal combo into Gusto Spike, so into Gusto Spike 4/4 won't kill, or if you went for something like this, if you think this combo won't kill, you can opt to go for Oki instead. So this Oki is really strong because you have a few options that you can go for, right? So you can go for down for 3. If the back roll, down for 3 will hit them. On most characters, now this is not all characters, but on most characters, if they stay on the ground because they're scared to back roll or whatever, down for 3 will hit them on the ground. Now it whiffs on some characters, so you just need to be careful with that. Now they can beat this by quick standing. Now I tested all this on myself. So they can quick stand to beat this. However, you could do standing 3 to beat this. So if you think they're going to quick stand to down for 3, you can do standing 3 instead. And also, you can do, you know, Denmark 3 to hit them low. So if they're quick standing into mid block because of Denmark 3, you can go for Denmark 3 instead. And yeah, like I said, standing 3 will catch their quick stand. So it adds on extra damage for Oki, right? So if you think your normal heat dash combo won't kill, you can go for Oki to squeeze out more damage. So Denmark 3 to hit everything but quick stand, and I believe I roll in one direction. So it'll whiff on side roll one direction. We have answers for that. You can do Denmark 3, for example, to hit side roll in that direction. You can do 4 3+4 or not. You can do Den 3 to cover or not. But yeah, Denmark 3 to cover side roll in that direction. So the mix-up is essentially Denmark 3 or Denmark 3 or standing 3. So Denmark 3 to hit side roll. Standing 3 to hit them quick standing. And Denmark 3 to hit them in all other scenarios, such as staying on the ground and back rolling. So it's a really, really nice Oki situation. It's just to squeeze out extra damage. You can also do it up the wall as well. So let's say you get a wall combo, so and you have to time the slump to get a low slump. So so you make sure you get that low slump and you get the same scenario. So let me demonstrate that. So get my gusto. So this situation here, that's the same situation as the mid-screen situation. Standing 3 to hit them getting up, Denmark 3 to hit them back rolling or staying on the ground, or Denmark 3 to catch them side rolling or getting up into stand block, right? So that summarizes her gusto mechanic in a nutshell. I think it's fun. It's definitely a new addition to the character. I really like it. So I hope this video was helpful. You know, please leave a like, comment, subscribe and all that. And, you know, points at people